Good day, you guys. So today we are going to be discussing our vocabulary work for the week. One of you guys said that you were having a hard time understanding what to do with these assignments, so I'm going to start making videos. So today we are working on lesson 4, antonyms. So an antonym is a word that means the opposite of another word. Okay, so our words this week are frisky, the opposite of that would be sluggish, permanent, opposite unstable, tiresome, opposite interesting, considerate, opposite heedless, ridiculous, opposite sensible. Okay, so those are all the words that were in our word bank, which is this box right here. Then this section here gives you a brief definition of what those words mean. So it's telling us that frisky means lively, but sluggish means slow. Like the cat was very frisky as it was jumping from couch to couch. The child was sluggish as he walked into school. Permanent means lasting. I'm sure you guys have all heard a permanent marker. It's a marker that doesn't come out. If something is tiresome, it's boring. If it holds your attention, it's interesting. Such as Miss Katie's vocab lessons are so interesting. Someone who is considerate is thoughtful. Like if you give a gift, they might say, "Oh, that was so considerate of you." But someone who is heedless is not. They're not thoughtful. If you are sensible, you're wise. That's a sensible outfit to wear today. It's cold, so I wore a sweater. If I was wearing a tank top and it was cold, we would say her outfit is not sensible for the weather. And if you're silly, you're ridiculous. And then we also have a picture of Humpty Dumpty over here, and it says unstable means unsteady or tipsy. Okay, so now we're gonna go down here to box A, and I'm actually gonna walk you guys through this one and help you do it, so I'll give you the answers, and then you're gonna do the rest of the pages by yourself. So it says A, read the word in the first column, find and circle the word in the row that is an antonym or the opposite. So our word is frisky, and we know that frisky means lively. So we need to pick a word that does not mean lively. Our choices are frittering, freezing, or inactive. Well, inactive is not lively, so we will circle inactive for number 1. Now let's go to number 2, unstable. Remember, unstable means unsteady. So we need to find a word that means the opposite. We have unable, precarious, or settled. Well, settled means you're staying put. It's settled. So we're going to pick settled. Number 3 is ridiculous. That means it's funny, right? So we have wise, laughable, or rickety. Of those words, I would say wise. Right? Because that's not funny. If somebody's wise, they're very smart. They're not ridiculous. Number 4 is interesting. So we need to find a word that means the opposite of interesting. We have boring, inviting, or intense. What do you guys think? What is the opposite of interesting? I'm going to go with boring. So we circle boring. Number 5 is sensible. And if we remember, sensible means you're wise. So let's find a word that means the opposite of wise. We have logical, separate, and ridiculous. Let's go with ridiculous, because we remember for number 3 that wise and ridiculous are antonyms of each other. All right, number 6 is considerate. And if we remember right, considerate is thoughtful. So we need to find a word that means the opposite of thoughtful. We have careful, continuing, and thoughtless. Well, if you're not thoughtful, you're thoughtless. There we go. So that's our answers for 1 through 6. If you need to, you can pause the video or you can rewind it. Now, section B tells us to read the word in the first column and circle the word that is an antonym and underline the word that is a synonym. So our first one is permanent. And our choices are unsettled, stable, or perfect. Well, synonym means the same. So permanent, I would say the same thing is stable. So I'm going to underline stable. And then the opposite is unsettled. So I circle it. So that's what you guys are going to do on the rest of those. Then we turn our page to page 4. Antonyms again, and again it gives you all of your words right up there in the word bank. But now we're going to use those words and we're going to fill in the blank in the sentences. Our first sentence says, "It was kind and blank of Judd to give his seat to me." Let's see. It was kind and frisky? No. It was kind and interesting? What about considerate? That means thoughtful. It was kind and considerate. So we write in considerate and then we cross it off. Kind and considerate. All right. Then the next one says, read each question, choose the best answer. What is a kitten like? Is it sensible, frisky, or considerate? Well, we talked about this earlier. Cats are frisky, right? So you put a little mark in that box. This bottom one right here that says writing to learn, you do not need to do that. Go ahead and cross that section out. And then we have this back page. This says to play tic-tac antonym. Read each word, then draw a line through 3 words in the box that are antonyms for that word. So we have busy. What's an antonym or opposite of busy? We have slow, noisy, or sluggish. I'm gonna go, this is kind of a hard one here. You know what? You guys don't need to do this page. Go ahead and cross it off. All right, because I think I'm gonna do that one different. All right, perfect. So that's what you guys need to do. So every week I will make a vocab lesson for you guys, make a video so that you guys know how to do these. You will get a new one every week and it needs to come back to me the following Monday. Let me know if you guys have any questions.